Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Howell now. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down, Howell. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point. The score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better.
They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 14 yards. Complete to Garrett Wilson. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second and goal, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Howell. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Now throwing on first down here. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Howell over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. 14-0 the score. This is the Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going right back to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes throw taken in by London. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now Howell. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to try that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by London. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. To throw again on second down. Mahomes being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Airing it out deep for Smith. They've got his man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Allen. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Powell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. But they go play action with Powell. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Powell looking to throw again. Caught left side, Williams. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Powell out of the shotgun. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down. Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 73 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now throwing for... And now here's another interception. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He finds Wilson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of 28 yards. Complete to Garrett Wilson. 1st down and goal to go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Howell throwing on 1st down here. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. On 1st down, Howell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Wilson's got it complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 66 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
Not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his... out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. First down, how to throw. He hits Adams, complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Dancing to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And now here's another interception. The 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.